just been drinking on the low, mobbing on the low, fucking on the low, smoking on the low. I still been plotting on the low, scheming. I know you want it. I know you want it. I know you want it. I know you want it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Key. I am a current esthetician student and I will be graduating this month. So here I am to spill all of the tea on the current esthetician journey for any current esthetician students or anybody who's just looking to get into the esthetician program. So when I was doing research on the actual esthetician schools and anything like that, a lot of the material that I saw was mostly YouTube vlogs, just kind of seeing the experience of what other people were currently going through in school. So there wasn't a lot of information for me when it came to actually knowing the journey of how to get into aesthetics. So what I decided is to help you guys, to give you a little bit more insight on what to expect on your esthetician journey. So if this is something that you are interested in, definitely keep watching as I share my tips on what to expect on your first day of school. Okay, so now that you've made your decision on schools, you've toured your schools, you have went to orientation and everything like that. So now it's fast forward, it is your first day of school. So now let me go ahead and give you a couple tips on what to expect on your first day of school. Now, if you are new here and you have not checked out my last video, I would definitely put a link up here below or in the description box now. So go ahead and pause this video because anything further now, you would definitely not know what I am talking about. So definitely tune into that video in the description box below. But if you have watched my other video, here are some tips on what we will be doing on your first day of school. All right, so for my experience on my first day of school, the first thing that we started off with paperwork. So our financial aid advisor and our counselor came in. We kind of signed some paperwork, talked over some things that we were going to be doing, such as, paperwork dealing with like chemical peels, microdermabrasions, steps on massage movements and stuff like that. And then our counselor came in and we discussed if you're going to be part-time or full-time, so that you can discuss your contract and everything like that as far as your financial aid over how you're going to be paying. So they definitely do make sure they know how many people is going to be full-time and how many people is going to be part-time, because that does, tie in to how we learn things and everything like that. So they will go over that. And then nextly, after that, once we got done with all of our paperwork, we went into the things that we will be doing when we're on the floor. So we did go back onto another tour of the school. She kind of showed us where certain things that would belong to us, like our supplies and products and stuff. She definitely showed us where those things were, the towels and all that good stuff, so that when we do transition over to the floor, we know where everything is. Because on the first week, you will be doing a lot of learning. We'll be learning all the massage movements, and then also you'll be doing your learning your basic facials in school as well. So we definitely toured our area as far as where everything is, so we'll know exactly how to get things when it's time to transition over to the floor. All right, so after we toured and we went over our contracts and everything that we will be doing in our program, we then introduced ourselves to each other. We asked a few questions. So my instructor, we went around the room. She asked us, what are 3 things that we're looking forward to and why did we get into aesthetics? So we, did name tags and everything like that, so we can introduce each other, kind of, see where everybody's head at when it comes to the program and why they got into aesthetics. So that's always fun to learn, so we, you're going to be in an industry where you're talking all the time. So introductions are always, that kind of awkward moment of school and all that. So, but don't be alarmed, you are going to find people that you're going to talk to. Listen, it's a very short program, but definitely you'll enjoy it, make the best of it. But introducing yourself is, how you set the tone of who you are. So definitely don't be scared, put yourself out there. I know it could be awkward, just like being in school, you're around new people, but just put yourself out there, honestly, because I was actually one of those people who, you know, I'm very introverted, but I decided, you know what, I'm going to give everything my all. I don't want anything to come in my way of really conquering this industry. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to get along with everybody. I'm not going to have any problems. I'm going to make the best of this program. So you should definitely do the same, especially because, you know, some people just don't make it in this journey. It's a short-lived program, but it's, you know, it's a lot fast-paced because it is a short program. So, you know, make the best of it. Fast forward, after introducing ourselves, we then went to break time. So we had kind of lenient breaks, usually after we go over like our theory part. So our theory is from 8:30 to I think 9:20 or something like that. We do our little theory, we read from slides or do book work, and then we go into the practical part. So after our break time, the first thing that we learned on our first day was massage movements, because right after we learn massage movements, we go straight into learning basic facials. So we did study our massage movements for the first half of the day, and then that led up to our next break. Usually about 1 is when we take lunch. So for part-timers, you know, they usually leave. So I'm a part-timer. I left after 1 o'clock, but I do have a job, so I leave a little bit earlier than that. But that's kind of what to expect on like the first half of school. All right, so after the first half, you've had lunch. Usually our instructor allows us to choose what we would like to do after lunch, so whether we would like to catch up on book work or, you know, practice on whatever practical we're working on. So whether that be, you know, practicing your massage movements after a break, or, you know, learning our basic facials, we have the opportunity to do stuff after that. So she did give us the opportunity to do make our choice after lunch on what we want to do after lunch. So that's just what we did. She does tell us about our book dates, so we do have assignments that are due by a certain time. She usually gives us a week because, you know, the book work is long, but we do have tests after that. So when we go through our slides and we finish that chapter, let's say we finish that chapter in a day, she usually gives us the test maybe that day or the day after. So that's something to expect. Now, not every, you know, school is like that. I just know from what my school did for us. So ours was, you know, if we finished a chapter in a day or finished 2 chapters, she usually gives us the test the next day or the day after, so you can study. So what I would definitely take advantage of is when you do have a lot of free time, definitely study and catch up on your book work, because these tests are pretty fast. Everything goes by quickly, so definitely use your time wisely. That's why I say in my first video, again, if you have not watched that, I definitely have a link down below so you can watch that as well. Do take your attendance seriously, because like I said, with these tests and all that, if you're not there and you miss out, then, you know, you may have an instructor that lets you take the test over, or you may just have an instructor. If you're not here, then you get a test, you know, you get a 0 on your test. So definitely take advantage of all of that. But those are just some tips on what to expect on your first day. Alright guys, so I know this was a short video, but this is just something to what to expect on your first day. I know, you know, the first day is very self-explanatory, so you don't have anything to just kind of really worry about. You know, a lot of the things is just really just going over contracts, really taking it slow. Really after the first day, that's when you kind of, everything speeds up. So your first day is kind of pretty easy. You know, you're doing your massage movements, your workbooks and stuff like that. But that is all the tips I have for you today. So if you definitely like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and also hit that notification button so that you can be notified whenever I post every week. And I will see you guys in the next video.